So to make the turkey for Thanksgiving or Christmas, you need the turkey bag. I prefer the Reynolds Kitchen turkey size bag. Since I have this one left over, I'm just going to use this, but this is better if you can find it. You're going to need the turkey popper. You can get any brand, it doesn't matter. And you need butter, salt and pepper, garlic powder, and sage. It doesn't matter what kind of brand of pepper. Use celery and an apple to put inside an onion. So whatever I have, that's what I'm going to put in there. So you take your turkey bag and the dry. So you want to preheat the oven to 350. And I'll lower my rack. Put it to 350. And while that's pre-warming, I'm going to get my turkey ready. This is a nice big bag. And get my turkey and get all the stuff out. So if you have scissors, better to use scissors to cut it with. But I don't want to dirty up my scissors since I already have this knife out. So you just want to take the turkey out. And you can use, I use either Butterball or Jenny O turkey. But if you can get Butterball's usually my favorite. So I do rinse my turkey. You gotta make sure you take the stuff out of the turkey. So you don't want to leave that in there. I actually left this in the turkey 1 year. So I like to take my turkey and just kind of rinse it. This is the neck. So you want to take that out too. So kind of rest inside of the turkey and the outside. So just make sure you take everything out of the turkey, the neck and the bag. And then kind of pat it dry just so the seasoning will stick on the turkey. Hold that. Open the bag. Open the bag, Christian. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season the turkey. You can do it outside of the bag and then put it in the bag, but I think it's really hard to do it once you have it seasoned, so I prefer to season it in the bag. So I'm just gonna take the salt, and the pepper, and sprinkle it all over. And so we can open up the bag. Garlic powder. I don't know that we ever eat the wings, but I still try to season it really well. And it's really important to use rubbed sage. This, your dad taught me to do it with the sage. And Uncle Crit is doing it this way too now. So then I'm gonna flip the turkey over. And I don't lose really any seasoning because everything is in there. It's just easier for me to do it like this. So now I'm going to put salt on this side. Pepper. And the garlic powder. And the sage. So you can see I put a generous amount. And I like to work with gloves because you can see how messy it is. So you have gloves. I like to use the gloves. And this I'm going to give to the fish. I don't eat, some people use the chicken neck to make soup. I don't really use all that stuff. Hush! Hush! Oh, pepper. So now, what I'm going to do is, in order to keep the turkey nice and moist, we're going to stuff butter inside the turkey. So what I do is I kind of find where the skin is, and I poke a hole in there so that I can get inside the turkey. And then I just take a big amount of butter, and you can see the butter under the skin, and it's just going to kind of melt into the turkey as it's cooking. And you can be generous with the butter. I just stick it inside there, and the skin will hold it in there. And especially around the dark meat, I like to try to get some butter in there. So I take my finger and I get under the skin, and I break the little fibrous part underneath the skin so that I can get my finger in there like that. And then I'm going to stuff it with butter also, because that way the dark meat stays nice and moist too. So get that butter in there, that. And then I take my apple, and this is a big one. You can put the whole apple in there. You don't have to cut it. Some years I cut it, some years I stick the whole thing in there. This year I'm going to cut it because it's kind of big. But you can stick it in there. I also have some onion. I'm going to stick my onion in there. So I have some onion. I'm going to stick my onion in there as well. Give it some flavor. And then I'm going to take a little bit of celery. One or two stalk is plenty. I'll just put my celery in there. Cover it up. And then I need to take my popper. You only need one popper, but I like to use a couple because I want to make sure, because sometimes the popper doesn't work. So I always do two. If you can't find these in the store, Walmart sells these, but if you can't find them, you can order them ahead on Amazon. And on these poppers, you want to stick it in the part that's like really meaty in the breasts to make sure where it's thick. I just stick it in there. Don't push it in too hard, otherwise it's not gonna pop out when the turkeys cook. So usually right there where the top part of the breast is. I don't push it in real hard, just as long as it's flush to the skin. And then all you have to do, and the secret to a turkey being moist, is the bag. A lot of people say their turkey's too dry because they don't use a bag. But with the bag, you cannot screw up the turkey. And it keeps it nice and clean because when it starts having the juice, it stays in the bag. So I'm gonna just put that in. Oh. That's gonna tie nicely. Keep everything nice and moist. And I'm gonna put that in. And then you're gonna calculate based on the weight of your turkey. So this turkey is around 12 pounds. So we're baking it at 350. So at 350, it says it should bake for about 2.5 hours. And then you see that I lowered my rack so that I have enough space for my turkey. And that's it. So now it's 3 o'clock. It should be ready around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna check it, that it should be ready around 5:30. So that's it. That's all there is to it.
So the turkey just popped.
I'm going to clear out my area here. Too much stuff going on here. Now the turkey, we're going to check it. And it's done. You can see the popper has popped out. Both poppers, you see that? The little red thing came out. That means it's done. So we're going to take that out. Let that rest a little. Just a little bit. So now I'm going to cut my turkey. And you can see the popper popped out really nicely. So it's definitely cooked. What I'm going to do, get me the big Tupperware maybe, and then you want the dog meat. You want a leg or your leg and a thigh?
I can just take a leg.
If you have the cooking scissors, sometimes it's easier to deal with it. With the scissors.
There's a marshmallow.
And you can see the turkey is super hot. So gonna try to cut it out.
Look at that juicy meat.
Mm-hmm. That's why the bag is imperative. It keeps the turkey moist.
That's a wing.
So now I can take the poppers out.
I was eating turkey with namjim at Uncle Kurt's house.
Where is the Tupperware?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh.
Right next to you.
Are you taking something for lunch?
I have tacos from Carolina.
Ugh. Okay.
Gotta eat it before it goes bad.
Okay.
This I could eat with rice tomorrow or something. Then, what's the namjim?
Yeah, we'll have to make some namjim.
Maybe save some gravy to mix with my rice. Look at that.
Leave your plate or this plate. Okay. Think about almost everything is right.
I could take a wing.
Hmm?
I could eat a wing.
Well, it's up to you.
Or maybe that'd be better with my nam jim and rice. I'd rather try a fresh wing today while it's still fresh.
Give me your plate.
This one mine?
Oh. Cut this.
Getting stuck on your tongue.
Want me to save some of the juice?
I guess.
Just give me one of those round Tupperware.
Alright. So now we're just getting all of the meat off of the bones.
I pretty much got all the meat off.
Here's some breast on white meat. Putting some juice on it.
Oh, this, the brownies.
That's for the lid for the container.
Give me another lid. Put that back, or just throw that away.
You don't want it?
No, give me another lid. That one looks dirty.
So we just put in the brownies for 35 minutes. And here's the stuffing and turkey. Ooh, I don't really eat stuffing.
Huh?
I don't really eat stuffing.
You do or you don't?
I don't.
Okay.
That's how you know how to eat that.
Yeah.
Here's the cranberry. And the mashed potatoes.
I don't think he likes
How are you
cream.
gonna fit everything on there?
I might have to do a second plate. It's gonna do.
It's gonna cause a mess.
Hmm?
It's gonna cause a mess trying to bring all this upstairs. Better use that tray.
Yeah.
Here's some corn and gravy.
have to do a second plate.
Need some
Green bean casserole.
green bean casserole. Need some
Sweet potato, yam.
potato yam. With loads of marshmallows.
And some dinner rolls.
Dinner rolls. Croissant.
Okay, that's it.
And that's it. Let's see it all together. Ooh, be careful with that. Alright, here's the finished product.
I think that's everything. Watch the food in case Charlie escapes. Open the... Oh, it's already...
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot some mac and cheese. Shit.
Oh my god.
That's fine. I made it today. Got plenty of food.
I don't know if this lid is gonna fit.
You want gravy on your turkey?
Yes, please. There we go.
Okay.
Turkey gravy and
You want mac
turkey.
and cheese?
Yes, please. Got some mac and cheese. And some mashed potatoes.
I know you want yam.
With plenty of marshmallow. That's Southern style cooking right there. Southern Thanksgiving.
You want green bean casserole? Yes or no?
Thank you.
You want corn?
Yes, please. Look at that.
Okay. You don't want dressing, right? Huh?
Oh,
You don't want dressing? I'll put the rolls on the table.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, can I see you with the food?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
See, this is why you don't make the dressing till the last minute.
Clumping up. This is Katarina's favorite right here. She loves stuffing.
Everything.
She loves her corn.
All right.
The next will be the taste testing. How's the turkey, Mother?
Good.
This is delicious. 10 out of 10. Very juicy, very moist, definitely not dry. Meat is falling off the bone, that's how good it is.